This is so cool. Believe me.
I didn't believe you the first time, John.
This is the abuse I'm paying for.
We all have our doubts, John.
But we want to believe. We just need assurances.
What's it like, seeing a dinosaur for the first time?
Oh, it's like, it's like the early days of a new romance. It's fascinating and exhilarating, until the fangs and the claws come out.
It's definitely a profound moment. It made an impression on me. Let's put it that way.
This is why Jurassic Park must succeed, Dr. Grant. I want the world to have that same profound memory.
You know, I could do without some of the memories of this place.
That's precisely why I asked you all to take this journey again. Had you been part of the process earlier, perhaps our first time around would have been different. A mistake I'm correcting.
We're giving you a chance to prove it, John.
More importantly, we're giving these dinosaurs a chance to live in harmony with the modern world.
However tenuous and unwise that may be.
I'm going to prove it to you all. And Dr. Malcolm, I'm going to prove you wrong.
First time for everything, I suppose.
As you can imagine, everything is a wee bit of a muddle on Isla Nublar, so we'll have our work cut out for us.
Yes, a return to the scene of the crime, as it were.
What crime would that be?
Hubris, John. Something that'll hopefully be managed a little more thoroughly this time.
I admit that I may have been too enthusiastic, and that it may have led to blind spots. That's why I've brought young Cabot Finch along with us.
So, what kind of science are you studying, Cabot?
Business.
Business? Oh, great. The last thing we need more of.
After reviewing everything with Mr. Hammond, we'll need to start by placing an arrival point. Then, we can restore the core facilities and get a ranger outpost up and running.
We?
Well, you, actually, Dr. Grant. And Dr. Sattler and Dr. Malcolm.
Much to do, but it sounds easy enough.
You really are new to this, aren't you, Finch?
Nope. I was completely serious when I said I want to do this. Completely serious. I guess I like this campaign mode just enough, especially when I haven't played it in a while.
Nervous to be back, Dr. Grant?
You know, last time I was here, I left in kind of a hurry. And I want to make absolutely sure what happened isn't repeated ever again, so I've returned. Reluctantly. On the positive side of the legend, it's a chance to work with living dinosaurs. Does that paint a clearer picture for you?
Completely, Dr. Grant. And Mr. Hammond seems pretty confident we can get everything working as designed.
Is not something John Hammond lacks. Competence, however,
is something I pride myself in, Dr. Grant. we'll need to repair the geothermal power station to start.
Okay, once that is done, we can focus on the visitor center. Repaired and powered, it should give us a solid base of operations.
You know, I was reluctant to come back here for obvious reasons, but then I
Of
realized
course.
that I was even more reluctant to stay away because nature would take its course as it always does.
I felt the same. Still, there's no denying this is the single most important place on Earth right now. Perhaps ever.
Perhaps, but what of Dr. Grant?
He and I are a team. Through thick and thin, you know?
Yes. Yes. Still, chaos, Dr. Sattler. Chaos has
Electrified
me
cable.
contemplating whether we can
Emergency
actually
bunker.
make things better or just delay the inevitable.
It all comes down to responsibility. The last time we were here, we were Hammond's guests. This time, we're more like partners. Now we have the knowledge and the means to make a change.
Ambitious, Dr. Sattler. That's ambitious, but, you know, I do like the sentiment.
Good. I'll need a research module added to the visitor center. Then we can get a look at the different fencing available.
Let's add an emergency bunker to that list as well. I mean, you know, we've both experienced how effective fences have been in the past.
Okay. So that's bothering me. Oops. This is bothering me, and I'm gonna smooth it out. There we go. Is that a raptor? Yes, it is. You guys are not supposed to show up yet. Shh. You need to get out of here. Well, so much for that guy.
Dinosaurs. Hey, I can save everybody a whole lot of time and just explain what happens eventually. And that eventually comes much sooner than anybody anticipates. Well, you know, except me.
Might do me some good if I could at least start repairing some of these fences. We saw the broken ones.
Commencing repair. Calling in repair.
Mr. Hammond is very concerned. We're getting reports of staff injuries.
Velociraptors. Okay, we have to get them enclosed in the raptor pen.
Aren't you an expert on raptors, Dr. Grant?
I think that it'd be fair to say that raptors and Dr. Grant have history.
Devoting your life to the study of an animal means accepting the harsh truth that they would try to kill you if you ever came face to face with it.
You did come face to face with it.
Which was impossible before Jurassic Park. So that had to count for something.
It did. It counted for a lot of sleepless nights.
I like that line. That's one.
Starting repair work. Repair complete.
Okay, so I can't go that way. Surprise, surprise. Well, they're both right here, see if we can get them with a flare. That one didn't seem to work on them.
Heads up. Where they're due to turn.
We make Muldoon proud if he had lived.
Hold it together.
That's the first one. The other one was hitting the fence, but I don't know where he went. Oh. I see him. He's on the move. Well, I see her. Morning, Dino. What's going on, man? Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
Weather conditions normalizing.
No, come back here. I just dropped a piece of candy. Oh, yes, very reliable. All right, he's down. All right, now let's get you guys to put you in timeout.
Asset collection request received.
You've all been very misbehaved, and we won't tolerate that type of behavior here at Jurassic Park.
Adding to the list.
There we go.
So our goal now is get everything under control, right?
Control? No. No, Finch. The best you can hope for
Construct
in this Lenoir
fences.
is managed chaos. Okay?
And that is why you are here, Dr. Malcolm.
So,
You know, I'm all right. I'm all right. I just woke up and stuff, but I can't complain. Like I'm feeling good and
Alan and I
everything.
still really aren't comfortable opening the park to tourists.
That is kind of an understatement.
I understand your sentiment and your concerns, but all in due course. And I do seem to remember seeing the public at your dig site in the Badlands. Charged them, didn't you?
Those donations help fund our research.
As did I.
For which we are grateful.
But it's really no different than what we are doing here at Jurassic Park, Dr. Sattler. Just on an admittedly much grander scale.
All the raptors gotta get placed.
We all know your vision, John. But the execution, it really needs work.
That is why you are all here. To make sure this dream...
That was weird. That helicopter glitch.
And there is one other major difference between us, John. In Montana, Ellie and I were pulling dinosaur fossils out of the ground. And here, it's the dinosaurs that are trying to put us into the ground.
And isn't that exciting?
Finch, you really need to know when to stop talking.
I swear, I don't know what it is about young Finch, but he really is like not likable. Well, I don't want to say not likable, but he's irritating. I guess because he's just young and overambitious. I'm guessing that's what that is. It's just the overambition. And once upon a time, weren't we all like that? Oh shit! That's no.
Asset transported.
That was the wrong one. But hey, Dino, what you got planned for today? There we go. Has there always been 7 missions to this?
It's still going to take a while to properly organize and restore the scientific data.
Oh
Dr.
man,
left behind a
Sheet.
ton of material.
After Nedry's sabotage,
You
it's a
ready?
miracle we have anything to work with.
True. But between the storm, the dinosaurs, and whatever Nedry did to the computers, the records and documentation...
I don't want to know what Nedry
But
did
you
to
think it can be
computers.
done?
Whatever you
If we
do,
can make
don't look at his
dinosaurs,
search
then
history.
we should be able to sort paperwork and organize computer files.
Can we make dinosaurs? Or are these just impressive?
Ooh,
Oh,
nice.
they're alive, Alan.
Because I really did enjoy that speculative evolution video.
Hammond scientists made their mistake by substituting amphibian DNA.
I like it because it leaves room for the imagination. Because like you say, you're neither right or wrong, because evolution has taken some weird turns over its
People
course.
say that to me about you.
Do they have a term for millions of years? I know thousands is millennia. No, eons, there we go. Over the course of its eons, it's taken quite the turn.
Pictures of the dinosaurs. I'll get together a list of specific photos that I need.
Never thought I'd be able to take photos of dinosaurs before. That's a first.
And Alan, the lens cap, I want actual images.
I'll remember. This time.
I feel like I remember that. When did Alan forget the lens cap or leave the lens cap on? I'm trying to remember exactly when that happened. Because for the life of me, I can't remember. So don't one of y'all want to go to sleep? Since I can't trank y'all. I don't know why. It's actually a good topic. I don't think you had anything to worry about from the get-go.
Asset transportation complete.
And I think it's something that everybody, at least if you love dinosaurs, I think it's something that people have thought about on some scale, big or small. Somebody's gonna get sleepy. There you are. Now we need socialization.
Here's one for the archives. Great shot.
Don't want to get rear-ended by a trike. There we go. I think we got some socialization right here. Right? Yep. Money, 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 money.
That's a really nice photo.
All life has two instinctual impulses that no amount of tinkering or engineering, biological or otherwise, can ever hope to overcome. One, survival. Two, reproduction. With man, you can add a third, domination.
Man? Oh boy. Alright, anyway, you're not wrong, which is even more reason we'll need to research a drug to act as a countermeasure to the dinosaurs breeding.
Well, they've had a free run of the island for a while, so we've got to assume that they've been mating. It would be a recurrence plot.
Which is what, exactly?
Although the world is in a constant state of chaos, certain events can be predicted because
Oh yeah, I can see that in that regard.
regardless of the initial
Yeah.
conditions. And an organism trying to perpetuate
I can
its
understand
DNA
that fully, Dino, actually.
Or maybe it's the tropical island paradise setting.
There it
works
is.
works for newlyweds.
You know, it could also be the food.
Yeah, perhaps.
So now
but
we're finna basically give them a
considering what some of the dinosaurs
sterilization
have
shot.
consumed, let's hope not.
I'm trying to figure out, when they say that the dinosaurs had a run on the island, how long has it been? Is it 1994 now? Is it still 93? How fast does it take these dinosaurs to procreate in the wild, like due to their hybridized genes? Can they give birth like to like lay eggs and the eggs hatch within a few months or something? I even wonder if the young from the breeding dinosaurs would even experience the hormonal growth that the parents went through.
Get a team together together to administer it?
Well, a ranger team can shoot them with darts, while I watch safely and securely from a distance.
Do these ranger teams ever do ride-alongs?
You know, for you, Finch, I believe they'd make an exception.
Damn, yeah, I should have aimed a little higher. That on my aim is just ass. Dinosaurs still need countermeasures to Dilophosaurus. Yeah, let's go get the dilos. That's like good countermeasures than having venom spit in your eyes. Yikes. I'm like Dieter, man. I gotta turn around in here. Nope, not that way. I kind of wish you could drive through the foliage. Oh, it's that kind of storm. Is it another Hurricane Clarissa? You know, it'd be nice if they put a destroyed Jeep in here, and that could have been Nedry. That nice little attention to detail would have been good for me. Oh, there we go.
It's happening again, Hammond.
No, I won't allow it.
You may not have that choice, John.
Finch, I need to know, do you have a report?
It looks like the computer systems are under attack. John, we're being hacked.
Dr. Malcolm is correct. The corrupted code has also affected the power grid.
No.
Don't say the gates are open.
I won't, but they are.
Protection needs to be our top priority. The dinosaurs and the staff.
Uh-oh.
Staff?
They got out.
Let's get the power grid back. That should help with staff safety.
And I am staff, obviously.
I've got programmers.
I've actually never had the Dilos get out before.
You'll help us get the personnel secured.
Yes, the personnel, the staff, of which I am unquestionably one.
Yeah, this is the first time they actually got out. They didn't get out on the first playthrough I did of this. I was kind of hoping to keep it that way. Where the other one run off to? Interesting, it just disappeared. It was right next to me and he just disappeared. Now Dallow's like, yeah, fuck that noise, I'm gone. Hey, what is going on, Trike? Right? You got a Neji repeat. Now see, I know they named Biosyn in this, but I wonder, was it, well, I can't say was it them, because they're the only other rival company. It had to have been somebody, right? No, it's raining a lot on this island. How you doing this morning, Trike? You good? Midterms, woo! I remember those. How they going? Fad die low. Don't make me put you in timeout with the Raptors.
We've identified some residual flaws in the park operations software. How they got missed the first time around.
You've plugged the holes though, right?
There's some new counter-espionage software that just needs final testing.
Keep people out of our business. Mr. Hammond would also like to make sure the dinosaurs are secure and comfortable. Well, that shouldn't be a problem.
Right. Shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, that's the most common and least true words spoken at Jurassic Park.
Gotta go back, another Dilo. I thought that was 5, but there's only 4. Makes still. What was it? Okay. It's over to my right. Whew. Well, you know, wishing you the best of luck. I'm pretty sure you got this. I am very confident in that.
Assets delivered.
Okay, we gotta go around. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to figure out as well too, because if they're allowed to breed, wouldn't that be good for the park? Wouldn't that mean, well, would that also mean that the populations would get out of control because of their genes? That's what I'm trying to figure out here. I was trying to speculate that since Malcolm was talking about the dinosaur had the run of the island for a while. I'm like, so how long has passed since the initial incident? Has it been a year? Has it not been a year? Damn, could be harder to manage. I wish they would have covered that for Jurassic World though. Considering the lore of the island of the animals being moved from Sorna to Nublar, I have to assume there were some males that were carted over too. So, I don't know. I'm just led to believe maybe they separated them all and put the females all together, but then again you have to monitor the females because now it's known they could change sex in a single sex environment. So, really, I don't know, you can't stop it. When you really think about it, they can't stop them from breeding because of that.
I'm satisfied with the latest reports.
Oh, I thought the game crashed.
We can move on to the next great challenge, the dinosaurs. For that, we'll have to journey to the companion island, Isla Sorna.
And I thought it crashed again. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I was thinking, because we all know that the Ceratosaurus is from Sorna initially. Especially the JP3 variant. So that leads me to believe that when they brought the dinosaurs over from Sorna, they brought both male and female because all they knew is they needed dinosaurs. They didn't care about the genders then. I'm just assuming they was like, we're gonna have to bring them over. We'll separate them if need be and deal with that issue, when we get to it.
Didn't want to keep all your eggs in one incubator.
Oh, you haven't, Dino? Oh my God. Well, I'm halfway through it.
And another way, John?
I plan on finishing the other half today.
Diversity of the environment.
In other words, you weren't sure they'd survive on Isla Nublar.
Darwin's most famous works were centered on species he studied on the Galapagos Islands. Isolated.
It also has the benefit of keeping our work away from prying eyes.
Yeah, and making potential rescue like thousands of miles away.
Always the negative with you, Dr. Malcolm.
Alright, Isla Sorna. He said I might force myself to.
For now, we focus on the job at hand. Cabot.
Yes, sir, Mr. Hammond. So I think we'll
Ranger
need a new
Outpost,
base of
Visitor
operations.
Center.
Ranger Outpost and Visitor Center, maybe? Would make a good headquarters.
Or we could have just went to the worker village, but hey. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to forget I mentioned that, right? Worker village? What worker village?
Did you two know about this island?
Of course not. We're in the dark as much as you are, Dr. Malcolm.
Who knows? Maybe it's just our inferior brains that can't cope with chaos.
Well, uncertainty, can be a
An
guiding light.
arrival
Chaos
pad.
is about the unexpected, and that's what I'm here for.
Well, I'm here because of the dinosaurs.
And because of the lovely Dr. Sattler, if I'm not mistaken.
That's really not any business of yours.
Oh my God, Malcolm just be pushing it, bro. Malcolm do be pushing it. Sooner or later, Grant gonna want to throw hands. I'm trying to figure out who would win a fight between Grant and Malcolm. We already saw Grant punch somebody. But we never seen Malcolm have to fight. But then again, I wouldn't call punching Paul Kirby a fight. Ew. Probably Grant. I constructed them, but now they need power. Power that can only be ascertained by the use of a geothermal power station. There we go. I was about to say, come on, terrain constraints, don't piss me off too much. But again, asking not to do that might be reaching, so. There we go. When that's done, that should be all fine and dandy. Don't we got dinosaurs here too? There we go. Yeah, stags and all that. My Menchies. Hey, my Menchies. Fab's favorite dinosaur. That is true. That is true, Track. You're right. But it does take some amount of courage to to allow that to happen to you. It's actually a wonder that the Rex didn't even eat Malcolm. It, like you said, it yeeted him. Was it not hungry? But then again, it ate the lawyer. So besides plot, what could the reason have been? Maybe Rexy just wanted to knock him over, and then she was like, maybe I went a little too far when she realized she sent him flying like 10 feet in the air. Well, we all must be like Momenchi. We all must be Tree. The cult of Momenchi shall be now. Oh wow. Okay, hold on. Yeah, in my infinite wisdom, I didn't leave enough room. So I'll just put it here. Don't be like me.
Alan, we need to test our breeding countermeasure on Isla Sorna's wild dinosaur population.
Okay, Ellie.
Isolate a group of stegosaurs.
Let's isolate them from the rest to perform tests.
Dang it. No, I acted too late with that. That is my own fault. Look, if you guys are gonna do this, then hurry up, man. The power of the Momenchi never. It'll be wise to do so. It'd be unwise to do so. I do not like this. Because then they want to stop and talk. And this is why I don't take exception. I don't take exception to that at all. Although I do like the use of shale on this island. That is like the best, what is it called? Terrain or whatever they want to call it in this game. The shale. The stegosaurs are leaving. Matter of fact, while I'm doing this, I'm gonna have the Jeep get started. I'm gonna need you guys to get the heck out the way. There's some paras in here too. Gonna need a gate. Oh yeah, Deck. I just made it here actually. Finally, now we can close the fence. Good, you're already in here, so I'll take over. We'll shoot you right in your dino ass. Yo, that's a trank for you. Oh, I am bad with this. I'm really bad. Don't be like me. Have better aim. Don't miss simple moving targets. Oh my God! He mollywopped me. Jesus! Behave yourself. Okay, that missed.
En route to collect the asset. Heading to pick up
Joe
the asset.
Button here.
Warning. Ranger vehicle under attack.
Look, you're not about to blindside me again. Have a flare. God dang it, Steggy. How come the Rex wasn't present on New Blood 93 running around and fighting trikes? You know, I don't know. It should have been there. Damn. I tried to. Nice shot. Shit. I tried to get out of that. I guess they figured out the right dosage they needed of carfentanil. Oh, I actually like Jurassic Park the game. For what it is, it was pretty fun. It was. I liked it for what it was. I think it's soft canon. Actually, I think it's considered soft canon. That way, I guess if later on down the line they want to take some events from it, they can. Yeah, that's right. You go to sleep now. Oh, let me get some of these guys moved out of here already.
Asset requiring collection. Acknowledging asset collection request. Collecting asset.
It is too late. What the?
Asset transportation in progress.
It is too late for one such as you, Para.
Commencing asset transit.
Yeah, you do me a favor, you just go to sleep. Just trying to hurry up and get the Para out, too.
Transportation complete. Delivery has been completed. Asset has been transported.
They're gonna need a feeder, though, so I gotta put one out there for them. If it'll let me. Other than that, they just might starve to death. Ah, that'd have been nice if I could have hit them. Yeah, the lower and the new locations on New Block. Basically, yeah. That's exactly what they was keeping the game around for. I like to think though it was handled better. Oh no, you don't. I like to think that it was handled better than that adaptation of Aliens they did with not Alien Isolation. What was the other one that came out on PlayStation 3? The one that was like complete trash, and it was supposed to be the canon story, like sequel to the movie Aliens. Alright, Bucko, you'll be fine.
Picking up asset. Heading to collect the asset. Acknowledging asset collection request.
Yeah, I could put a feeder down for him. One there. One there. Where you going? Gonna need you to stick around. We gotta give these guys some medicine. Plot? Plot is why he's not drowning?
Assets in the air.
I love the model of these stags.
Asset delivery confirmed. Asset transportation complete.
Don't start running now because I noticed you.
Warning.
Oh my God.
Attack.
That save though.
Asset delivered.
And with that, that'll be all the stags.
Picking up asset.
Yeah, this is way better than the Jurassic World design, and I don't know why they ever redesigned them. Besides the raptors whose appearance changes almost every movie, I don't know why they changed the design of the other dinosaurs. Stegosaurus should have stayed the same, so should have the trike. They don't ever change the Rex model, besides making, you know, Rexy look older and malnourished and shit like that. But the Rex's model has never really changed. So I don't see the need of why they had to change the Stegosaurus model. And I believe this Stegosaurus model is actually completely more closely accurate than the Jurassic World one, right? Because it's holding its tail high above, you know, off the ground, opposed to the Jurassic World version whose tail was lower to the ground.
We're administering the breeding countermeasure through the feeders. This is a huge step forward from the previous injection method.
And Mr. Hammond wants to make sure this works.
We'll observe the affected dinosaurs until we can confirm the effectiveness of the treatment. If this works, we won't have to trank the dinosaurs as much. That'll help with their anxiety as well. A prehistoric animal has to be confused when it's being chased by a vehicle. I mean, what point of reference could it possibly have?
I
Raptors.
really hadn't thought about it that way before. They're as afraid of us as we are of them. If I were afraid.
Fear is a survival instinct, Cabot. Any animal without it won't be around.
I mean, but I also do realize that Jurassic Park being what it is and how the science of it works with, you know, bringing the animals back to life, that the dinosaurs were never meant to be accurate in the first place. It's just nice to see. That's really all I'm saying. It's just nice to see. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I stated in the first episode of the story of Jurassic World Evolution. This is an alternate timeline, and I had that suspicion for a while. Even before, like, the DLC, before the DLCs came out, I had that suspicion. Then when the whole Claire Sanctuary thing happened, I was like, okay, this has to be an alternate timeline, and this DLC confirmed that, because Rexy killed all the well, I don't want to say all the remaining raptors. She killed the 2 last raptors, and the other one died in a freezer. But the fact that we have raptors here means that the ending was different. Shoot, they really don't even mention Lex and Tim, so were they even here in the first place? Come on.
Oh, we should observe the dinosaurs and look for behavioral changes. Photographic evidence should do. I'll get together a list.
They just ate.
Something's not right.
Okay, there we go.
What do you mean?
The animals here, they aren't responding like they did on this Lanuglar.
I haven't seen any of the dinosaurs exhibiting symptoms.
The two are not mutually exclusive, Dr. Grant.
I think Dr. Malcolm...
Ian, please.
I think Dr. Malcolm is correct.
Yeah.
But we need to be sure.
That's yeah, but this solidified it for me. When I saw the raptors, I was like, that's not right. They shouldn't be here. Other than presenting some type of difficulty for the game when, you know, when you're on Nublar.
Slow them down, hit them with the trank dart.
That's, you know, that's the only thing I can come up with. This is alternate timeline. Then it leads you to speculate all the things that could have happened. Alternate Lost World, alternate JP3. That's right, single file line, everybody. Oh shit. Single file line. Yep, this one starts moving, we got it. Difficulty Rexy is a joke to you. No, I'm talking about the raptors. Because you know they're small and whatchamacallit, when they get out, they can pretty much get everywhere fast.
Warning. Ranger
Yep.
vehicle under attack.
And there goes that one. I would like to see the expanded map mod on this island. See, well, probably can we build all the way over there, you know? Move, Para. Okay, we gotta find the Stegos still moving around. Where they at? There they are. I wonder where they got the sound for the Stegos from. I'm thinking cow. Calm down. Now where is that other one? Ah, we got them all.
Tess and these dinosaurs are coming back all over the place. It looks like these animals, they've been manipulated.
Theories?
I hate that we can't use it. It's just a decoration piece outside of this DLC. If it was up to me, I'd keep their ass there all the time.
John believes it was Nedry's greed and Biosyn's money that became the catalyst for what happened to all of us the first time around.
And you think they're at it again?
Or maybe they never left.
I mean, at least here you can actually use them. Like they did something with them, but outside of that, you can't use them in your parks. They're just decoration. Sometimes I don't even bother.
Dr. Grant, as long as we continue to interfere, the dinosaurs will always be wrong.
Oh. Well, actually, no. This. DNA sequencer. What's in here? Oh, just other diseases. Yeah. That's why I would keep my Raptors too, honestly. They will always be in timeout. Yeah, it really does go nowhere. And then they try to bring it back with the whole Dr. Wu thing. What was his DLC called? The Dr. Wu DLC. They try to bring it back with that, and it's kind of hinted at when the power goes out on Isla Muerta, but they really don't go nowhere with it. It's like they were afraid to push the Biosyn agenda. That would have been nice to have.
We've developed a DART-based
The movie
solution
better
to
not
the
be scared to push this agenda. It's the final movie.
They run right to the core of
Trevorrow
these
says this is what's supposed to wrap up the franchise entirely.
compiled genome and new incubations.
Not just this new trilogy, but he said it's supposed to wrap up the entire franchise. So you can't afford to skip no stones. But unfortunately, with the runtime that that a movie has, you can't cover everything. So whatever is left out, I'm hoping it's not too influential to the story. There we go. Not to mention the movie is already pretty crowded, yeah. Yes, it is. This is probably the biggest cast they've had since Lost World, I think.
Asset requiring collection. Heading to collect the asset. Heading to pick up the asset. En route to pick up the asset. Asset collection request received. En route to collect the asset.
There we go. Construct and connect 3 hatcheries.
So I hear we've had a spot of good news. We're ready to proceed with incubating new dinosaurs.
John, you were never ready to bring dinosaurs back to life.
A little bit more belief, Dr. Malcolm, and we'll be there soon.
Chaos doesn't require belief.
This is it, isn't it? We're back in the dinosaur business?
I'm calling it paleocuration, but yes, young Cabot, yes we are. And it all starts with our eggs. Dr. Grant, this is where you literally make history.
History with teeth and claws and aggressive dispositions.
I'm ready, John. We'll start by constructing and connecting some hatcheries.
Asset transportation in progress.
I don't see they haven't really said anything. Bio shit. I didn't mean to say that. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm starting to become a negative influence on you all. Well, if any of you guys ever get blamed for bad behavior, you can always blame me. But no, I don't know. I don't think they ever said what the plot of the movie was about, and I desperately want to know.
The archive of genome data is a mess. We're gonna need to rebuild the library with some new fossil samples if we want viable genomes.
What can I do to help, Alan?
Well, you can help keep the man in black and Hammond's shadow out of my hair for a bit.
I think I'd rather try to break a wild T-Rex.
Don't give Finch any ideas. He'll think that'll make a great ride.
Yeah. And I'm worried that he can probably figure out how to talk Hammond into it.
I might have to extend that when we make the brackies. And Larry gets top billing. That would be epic if they did that. I would not be opposed to that. We need more Larry. We do. Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta incubate them. Shoot, we know more about the plot of in Godzilla vs. Kong than we do Dominion. The only thing I know is dinosaurs are loose. I don't know if there's a plan to contain them, to get them back, put them somewhere else. Are Owen and Claire going to be in illegal trouble because they think that they might be responsible for the dinosaurs getting loose from Lockwood Mansion? Especially since Claire owns the DPG and was trying her hardest to save them. That's the type of stuff I want to see. I want to see little tiny subplots like that. I didn't mention that they possibly need to arrest Claire or Owen or the people that they believe are involved with that, which we will again think is Claire, and Owen gets only roped into it by association. Yeah, they did do that. That Spinosaurus, but when they first showed that Spinosaurus, that one weird duck-like sound it made, it was weird to hear. I don't know if it still does that though. The thing is though, what I don't want them to do with this movie, when we get a trailer, don't show too much of it to where we can guess what's going to happen. That's exactly what happened with Jurassic World. When they showed too much of Jurassic World, and I guessed 3 endings or 3 ways that movie could have ended, and technically all 3 happened because Blue was there. And they basically did the same thing with Godzilla King of the Monsters too. I can't front on that either. They gave a way to end into that too, and I really didn't appreciate that. Well, now we just gotta sit here and do this. So, this is where we have discussion time. There better be more sea creatures. I know they added some new creatures because Biosyn coming back. I'm guessing there's going to be some type of time skip or something, you know, to 2018 to 2022 or whatever year they want to do it, where Biosyn's had enough time to probably finally start making dinosaurs of their own. So that's probably where the Lystro's going to come from, if not Wu. And that's probably where the Giga's going to come from, if not Wu. It said people get angry at the modders for having canon sound effects. Oh yeah, you guys need water, don't y'all? Oops. I forgot you guys need to be able to eat and drink. My bad. Or like Bobby would say, I'm okay, Dad. You guys not back yet? Do I have like dig yield? Is that a thing? I guess it's not a thing. No, this won't be a thing. Whoa, dinosaurs need water? I know, right? This game has so much depth to it. I want to go down here. Why can't I go down here? I want to go down here. But I agree with you, Ferris. There needs to be some more aquatic animals. The Mosasaurus was nice, but now I want to see a plesiosaur. Or at least an ichthy. Something to satiate my water curiosity. Incubate and release any 4 dinosaurs. You know, in that case, give me Triceratops. We should be able to create our own. Man, let me be able to make my own dinosaur. I'm going to make the Tricycloplots a thing. It's going to be like a Triceratops Spinoraptor hybrid or something. Call it the Tricycloplots. No giant squid. Nope. No giant squid. Arc saw to that I don't want to do. I don't want to see no giant squid. Although you guys will have fun with that giant squid when I'm done with this Ark survival map. Which I need to get back to working on. That could probably be the next live stream. I don't know. You know what? Yeah. Why don't you guys just research these diseases while they do that? Help me out here. Don't worry, the Biosyn cycle will have plenty of subplots for you to enjoy. Now, I don't see that. I don't have to worry about that with you, Dick. Hollywood, on the other hand, it's like, I don't want to say Trevorrow's team is bad at writing and stuff like that, but, well, when it comes to Indoraptor, that shit was fucking horrible, but I feel like they don't explore all the stuff, even if it's only mentioned once or so. I would actually be upset if there isn't some type of legal talk about Claire and them, about the DPG, and the DPG needing to be held responsible because they believe they're the ones responsible for letting the dinosaurs out. And I want to say they kind of are, but Maisie isn't part of the DPG. She's the one that did it. The giant squid versus mosasaur sounds pretty awesome. Damn it, now I want to see that. Alright, everybody, place your bets. Uh-oh. That's definitely going to give me more than 50% Triceratops. No, wait, come back. You're supposed to go back this way, my dumb ass. Oh, well. Oh, hello, Dustin. Well, okay, so what do y'all want to see out of Dominion? Like, obviously, I know we want to see, like, dinosaurs or whatnot, but I'm like, what would y'all want to see out of Dominion? Like, that, for me, is what I want to see. Like, some legal, some type of, what's it called? Dialogue. That's what I'm talking about. I want to see some type of dialogue. Stuff that hints that they've been thinking about doing this, and that. I want to see Larry. Oh my god, yeah, you're right. We need more Larry. Yes, Ferris got it right. Ferris, you got it right. I want to see Larry talk. You think he'll say Alan? You know what we need is a juvenile Carnotaurus. That way we could get a scene where something happens and it can end up with the Larry shades on its face. Well, according to Trevorrow deck, it's supposed to tie into not only the other movies but Camp Cretaceous as well. Trevorrow says the things that are discovered in Camp Cretaceous will be linked to Jurassic World Dominion as well. And since Dino hasn't seen it yet, I'm not going to say anything from the 4 episodes that I or at least something that I saw in the 4 episodes that could possibly link to Dominion. But both of you are right, Dino and Ferris. Grant needs to kick something. He's kicked a raptor. He's kicked a pteranodon. He needs to kick one more dinosaur, and I don't care what it is, as long as it gets kicked. Oh yes, it gave me the genome anyway. Let's see. It shouldn't be too hard to make these strikes. I mean, the genome isn't complete, but I can complete the genome when I get back to the park. I just want to push this story along. Put some water in the middle. Give you some food right there. For the sake of scenery, we're going to add my favorite type of tree, the redwood. Of course, the incubation failed because this game hates me. I can hear Quicksilver somewhere saying, "What? Did you not see that coming?" What the? My dumb ass. Oh. That happened. Oh, we need to see the T-Rex with the pimp shades from Ark. Those pimp shades on that they got on Ark, that is nice, especially if you could I think they let you put it on the top of the bone costume, didn't they? No, I don't think they did. Well, they should let you do that. Of course. It's always you. Stop dying. Alright, ready to meet Trike? It's Trike. You can know the source? Yeah, that's coming. Dr. Grant himself confirmed that in an interview. He said he wasn't sure if he was supposed to say it, but he said it. And I think that's propaganda. I think when he said, "I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say this," and then, you know, he tried to pronounce it wrong, but in a way that we would still get it, that's propaganda. They told him to say that. Because what better way to announce that you got another dinosaur coming than by saying what the dinosaur is? They need to clear up some info on the spinal, maybe even acknowledge the attack on San Diego. Well, I want to say they did acknowledge the attack on San Diego because it's mentioned in the DPG. The DPG is what connects Jurassic World to the last 2 movies, or the Jurassic World franchise to the last 2 Jurassic Park installments, because they talk about the Spinosaurus, well, they talk about the Spinosaurus a little bit, I think, but they do cover the San Diego incident, and they cover that like a little bit by a little bit too, so, you know. Alright, Dino. I'll catch you later, man.
Marvelous.
Thanks for stopping by, and I always appreciate it.
Dinosaurs are healthy and fit.
Dilophosaurus.
Countermeasures are working too. Now we can provide the species
Parasaurolophus.
will need. It should be smoother sailing from here on out.
Yeah, you know, unless we hit an iceberg.
An unfair comparison, Dr. Malcolm. Our technology is far more advanced.
Yeah, but not your methodology, John.
And I only need one Dilo. Well, I can make the paras now. I'm gonna need at least 6 of you bad boys. Where can I? Right here, right? So I know the ranger thing is on the other side, but the gate won't fit. I don't think the ranger can get over there anyway, so we'll put it there. Hey, at least we got music, right, guys?
Has anyone seen Cabot?
No, not recently.
Oh yeah,
much do we
he's been
know?
quiet.
Cabot? Hammond seems to like him. I've heard he's the son of a friend, which explains his lack of qualifications.
Do we trust him, though?
Hammond does.
That's not what I asked.
And what does Malcolm think?
Ellie, I'm asking you first.
I think Jurassic Park is making you paranoid.
Oh my god, the tension between those two. I know they haven't said it, but you think they'll mention Sarah in Dominion? I wouldn't mind seeing Julianne Moore come back too. I always wanted to see her and Ellie on the same sharing the same screen, you know. The view, the women talk that they could have, but I'm guessing we're gonna get Claire and Ellie, so that's gonna have to do. Of course, at least we don't have to worry about Claire out running a T-Rex in high heels, since they said that's definitely not going to be a thing anymore. I still can't believe she did that. This woman outran the goddamn T-Rex in high heels, and all the women in the movie theater was probably like, she needs to teach us her ways. You want Nick to come back? I wouldn't mind seeing Nick again. He might actually be really good here, considering everything, you know, that's going on. I actually think he would be like a really positive force. It's a shame Lex and Tim won't be coming back. You know what would be cool though is if Kelly came back. I wouldn't mind seeing Kelly. Speaking of Kelly, boy, have y'all seen Kelly like recently? Like, little Kelly done grew up. Though I tend to forget that, you know, they do that. Well, not that they grow up, but that the actress is like way older than I was. Well, no, then again, I think she got me beat by like a decade. So if I'm pushing 30, she has to be at least pushing 40, right? No, what? No, I don't want that there. Put it there. And I'll put this meat feed over here. Now one of you parasaurs are gonna die. Talk about it's creepy to think about that. What, to think about how old the actors are? I was like, what? Okay, it came out in 97, so I was 6 when Lost World came out, and Kelly was like probably 13 or 14, which, and I'm like I said, I'm pushing 30, so yeah, she's about to be she's either close to her like mid 30s or close to her 40s. It's just that I tend to forget those kind of things with people like Ashley from the Fresh Prince. I always think that we're around the same age for some reason, but no. They got seniority over me. Charlie? You think they'll show Charlie? I mean, Ellie's coming back, so you think they'll show Charlie? It's been about 20 years. It's been enough time for him to be at least a young adult. I would figure. 2001 to 2022. The man is at least 20 years old now. Well, no, beyond 20. No. How old was Charlie in Jurassic Park 3? Like 5, 6? So he has to be like 27, 28. He would have to be around the same age as, well, not too far off from Owen, or the age that they have Owen portraying. Because I'm pretty sure Owen is portraying somebody around his late 20s, early 30s. So him and Charlie will be around the same age. That would be cool. That'd be cool. I wouldn't mind seeing Charlie. That's a good one, Dak. Yeah. Oh, they want another Triceratops. Okay. Oh no, I forgot tornadoes can happen on this island. It seems to be playing the music. I don't know about you guys, but I'm starting to get worried. Oh shit, too late. Oh my Jesus. At least the Dilophosaurus isn't out yet. And the way the tornado is programmed, it's going to come down this way. Unless it wants to start down there with the Momenchis. Or if it wants to start over there, I will not complain. Just don't hit this fence. Billy. That would be nice. It'd be nice for Alan to even talk about and mention Billy. Even if he's not in the movie, for Alan to at least acknowledge Billy, like say that he's still around, or that Billy's leading his own dig team expeditions now or something. That'd be nice. I agree with you there too. Oh my God, it's coming this way. Come on. You're about to run out of energy, right? You're definitely about to run out of energy. Come on. Give up the ghost. Don't you hit my power station. Okay. You can hit the power station. Hit the power station. No! Wait. There it goes. Jesus. You think Eric visited Jurassic World? You think he would? Oh, you know what? Considering everything that happened in Jurassic Park 3, he didn't seem too traumatized by the dinosaurs to where he wouldn't go back. So you're probably right. He probably would have tried to visit Jurassic World.
On Isla Sorna are comfortable in their environments before we move our focus elsewhere.
Well, as comfortable as they can be, dragged 65 million years into the future.
We will get to work.
I'm gonna try to keep the Dilophosaurus busy with the flare. No, that wasn't too bad. It definitely could have been worse. The first time I did this, the tornado dropped right on top of the on top of this area. Don't you do it, you little shit.
Warning. Ranger vehicle under attack.
Damn, I thought I could hit him with it. Oh yeah. She really is. It's kind of more akin to her novel counterpart though, ain't it? Because she, at least I felt that she was a little more assertive than a novel. Oh, you know the T-Rex is gonna fight the Giga, but I honestly don't think Trevorrow will let it. Trevorrow won't let it kill the T-Rex. At least not Rexy. If there was another Rex, like if all of a sudden it was the buck or the doe that they somehow acquired, then yeah, it'll be one of those. But they're not gonna let at least I don't think he's gonna let Rexy die, at least in battle, because she's the flagship mascot. If any T-Rex that's not supposed to die is actually supposed to be Rexy. Any other T-Rex is expendable. But there most definitely will be a fight.
Resupply completed.
Oh no, killing the T-Rex period deck will kill it off. I mean, will piss people off. But people fail to realize the only flagship mascot, the only T-Rex that matters is the first one.
Everybody.
You really know how to pick a cheerleader, John.
A little enthusiasm never killed anyone, Dr. Knopf.
Really? Because I feel like your enthusiasm is...
And I'm not trying to say that the other T-Rexes, or at least the buck and doe, didn't establish themselves in a way, but no, it's just that what Rexy was meant to be and what she's been heralded as, and blah 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 for Jurassic Park itself. The buck and doe, they're expendable too. You might not want to see them die. I wouldn't really want to see them die, but they're expendable. I do expect the Giga to push Rexy around a whole lot though. Rexy's old, so she's gonna need help fighting the Giga. She can't take it on by herself.
Now is our chance, my dear friends. Yes,
right.
Jurassic Park will
They're
be
random. Well, the random Rexes in the buck is a really cool looking one, but random as hell.
Are we moving too fast?
Precisely why we must move quickly.
We knew there
Dr.
was a Rex on Sorna, but we didn't know was that there was two of them.
And there'll be no stopping us.
And that's the fear, isn't it? Not the dinosaurs,
but failure.
According to Trevorrow, yes, he said that Dominion is going to wrap up the entire franchise as a whole, Ferris. Now, honestly, you know what? If you got Netflix, I recommend you watch this show called Camp Cretaceous, which takes place between the two movies, Jurassic World and Fallen Kingdom. And of course it's about kids and stuff like that, but it turns out to be pretty okay and pretty good. And the reason I'm telling you to watch it is because Colin Trevorrow said that the things that happen in Camp Cretaceous is going to tie into Dominion as well.
We have the Triceratops and all the other species.
So if you watch those, you'll get like a we'll probably find some Easter eggs and stuff.
Yes, sir.
They'll need suitable enclosures.
Of course. I have every faith and confidence.
Okay, so add the Triceratops and then the Dilophosaurus and them to the party. No, you know what? I'm finna complete their genomes. Well, I could add them to the park still, but I want to complete their genomes too. The Trikes is almost done, thankfully. Oh, Clay's online. Nice. Well, there's going to be a whole other trilogy after this film. I really wish they stopped. They need to stop. Jurassic Park doesn't need a 7, 8, and 9. Honestly, if you want to continue the series, that's what the games are for. I'm gonna be truthful. That's what these games are for. The games don't have to be canonical. They could be soft canon or non-canon, but something to just expand upon the mystery and whatnot. The mystery and the lore. Or to play with it. Oh no, see, I'm expecting Rexy to die of old age. That's what I'm expecting her to happen. That's the only way. That's the only respectable way for the Jurassic Park T-Rex to go out. You are the last living survivor of that island, so you deserve to go out peacefully. Even if it fights the Giga and lives, she deserves to go out peacefully. Even if it is from the damage sustained for fighting the Giga, she deserves to go out peacefully. Not killed by another dinosaur, but somewhere. And I just got this image in my mind of Rexy just laying in the meadow, taking her last breaths, whether it be her perfectly fine or from the battle damage. I mean, yeah, there's respectful ways to die in battle deck before I don't know. I think I'm just trying to say for Rexy, if she's going to die because of the fight with the Giga, it should have happened after the Giga itself dies. And like you see her like hobble off somewhere. And then at the end of the film, you cut to Rexy, she's taking her last breaths, and you see her close her eyes. Boom, roll credits. Yeah. That's what we're trying to avoid. Well, I can't say I'm not directing the movie, but sadly we're not directing the movie. Oh my god, this needs to be a thing. Why do we need a hatchery when this could be a thing? Oh my god, that is so lovely. I'm gonna just put them over here for right now. But what you want to avoid is another disaster like JP3. And the first way to avoid it is to properly translate it. JP3 did not properly translate everything. Once the Spino beat the T-Rex, it was supposed to be properly translated to the audience exactly why and how it did what it did. And they've been in the embryonics lab was the perfect place to do that, and they didn't do it. There were no sheets explaining the genetic tampering the Spinosaurus went through. There was no hints or indicating that anybody was even there to have done anything. So the Rex beating the Spino beating the Rex in Jurassic Park 3 was just lost in translation, and it really shouldn't have been. That was really, really bad story writing. Almost as bad as what they did with the Indoraptor. Let's say, yeah, she dies and they can't make any more movies. I mean, that's kind of true. That is kind of true. If you make the movie, if you try to make a movie without Rexy, will it go over well? Maybe not. That's probably why they try to hype up Blue so much, because they want Blue to inherit the title of mascot. But when you think Jurassic Park, you think T-Rex, because that's what they slapped on the logo. That's what they pushed, and that's what they pushed. Until the third movie on up, that's what they've been pushing. T-Rex. Jurassic Park was nothing but T-Rex. Lost World was just T-Rex fan service. Jurassic Park 3, they tried to give the Spinosaurus a try, but they didn't know how to communicate that transition properly, and it didn't go over well. They hinted something similar with the Indominus. You know, they want to show off the Indominus. That could have been. It was meh. It was meh. And then they did it one more time with the Indoraptor, completely pushing Rexy like to the sidelines, like they did in Jurassic World. But they pushed her even more to the sidelines in Fallen Kingdom, and that didn't go over well because of how they did the Indoraptor. They hyped it up to be this super beast, but it was just stupid. They were stupid.
Delivery complete.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm thinking of too. A clone of the Rex. Ooh, now we got my mention DNA. A clone of the Rex, or a kid, like Trek is saying. That is the only way they could continue the series, because that's what people's going to want. Unfortunately, they might not go that route, but if they want to make another movie, what they'll say is they're going to just write that in and say that, oh, before Rexy died, they was able to get a blood sample and make a clone and clone her to make a clone of a clone. You really want me to believe that? While that is totally plausible, you really want me to believe that? Oh, well, yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's a random T-Rex deck, but what I'm saying, the transition I'm talking about is the T-Rex has always been in the spotlight. So Jurassic Park 3 tried to transition that to another dinosaur. They just didn't handle the transition well. And they furthermore tried to push that transition by one, having Rexy in the fourth and fifth film, stating here she is, but by having her only make cameos. And by Jurassic World standards, she made what, one cameo, and then was in the final ending. In Fallen Kingdom, she had a few cameos. She had like 3 cameos. No, 4, because of the whole ended with the lion. And unfortunately, everybody loves the T-Rex. It's because it's popularized in media, so everybody loves the T-Rex deck. So it's because of that. That's another reason why when you push in a film, a franchise, when the first 2 movies you had nothing but T-Rex on the screen, even if in the grand scheme of things it wasn't a whole lot of screen time, But by Lost World standards, that's retracting my statement, because in Lost World standards, the Rexes had a whole lot more screen time. But the thing is, when pushing a franchise like that, and you have one dinosaur, one carnivorous dinosaur that had a whole bunch of screen time, and then you want to put another dinosaur in the spotlight, you gotta be able to properly handle that transition. If the dinosaur is going to be there in some shape or form, whether it's the same one from the first film or not, if it's there, you're gonna have to handle that transition well. And they thought, what better way to do it? We're gonna have the Spinosaurus kill the T-Rex. Why? Because back in 2001, Spinosaurus was the biggest and baddest carnivore discovered up until date. It's 50 feet long, or it can get up to 50 feet long. And before we know what we know about it now, we assumed it to be this apex predator. Dinosaur is that big, you can't fuck with that. Honestly, and for truly, you can't fuck with that. And you think that it's a powerhouse, and they showed that in JP3, but they failed to go along. They failed to go along with the whole testing thing. But granted, they didn't think that far. They didn't think that far about the whole. It was there because they showed it with all the other dinosaurs floating in the tubes. So it was something that was meant to be done there. It's just that bad storytelling on the writer's part. Like icing on the honey bun.
No, not this.
Trust me.
Connect a park tour.
For a T-Rex.
We will make sure it...
When I studied to be a paleontologist, the chance of me ever seeing a living dinosaur was nil. The chance that I'd have to run for my life from one, even less than that. And now we are putting the public within biting range of them.
You're right, Alan. Hammond's gonna do this whether we approve or not. So we have to make sure every measure is being taken. We need the dinosaurs safe, and the people even safer.
Mr. Cabot, I assume you'll want to test the tour personally.
That's not really part of my job description.
Oh yes, it is. Get your ass out there, Cabot.
Allows guests to see all the dinosaurs.
Oh, what's up,
They should
Insider?
experience the wonder of this place.
And not the terror that we have.
That goes without saying.
I'm saying it anyway.
Shoot, I don't know the agenda that they plan to push with the Giga, but I don't know. What you said, Dex said, we must remember that the Raptors were the main focus of Jurassic Park. The Rex was just an awesome bonus, like the icing on the honey bun. I wanna agree, but I don't know. If the Raptors were meant to be the focus, then the Rex stole the show. That's one thing I can say about that. The Rex stole the show if the Raptors were meant to be the main focus. Now, they did come in Act 3. They came in Act 3 to do their thing. Shoot, honestly, I don't even know what the main focus of the movie was supposed to be with the dinosaurs. I doubt it was really either the Raptors or the T-Rex. Can you call that a dramatization? Would that be considered a dramatization? A bloody 3-hour-long team meeting, time to relax. I hope the team meeting went well. This is all I'm saying is when it comes to writing these movies and it's just certain ways you gotta handle things. And I'm fully expecting Rexy to die. Shit, I was ready for Rexy to die on in Fallen Kingdom. Other than her dying peacefully, if she would have went out with the island, I would have been fine with that, because that symbolized the end of an era. With Nublar gone, that symbolized that not only is the dream of Jurassic World gone, but Jurassic Park is officially gone. It's over. And I guess the true meaning of what Jurassic World is supposed to be can now take place, as the dinosaurs are running around in cities and stuff. But if Rexy would have died on Nublar, I would have been okay with that, because that symbolized the end of the Jurassic Park era. But she is literally the last Jurassic Park dinosaur, aside for probably a few Dilophosauruses. History midterm. I love history, Trike. I love it. See, that's because that you're thinking ahead. So when you throw dinosaurs and people and situations and all that into the mix, you've already thought ahead and planned it out. That's the basis of good story writing. You gotta think that stuff out. When an idea pop into your head, you gotta be like, okay, is this good? Will this go over well? Yada yada yada. It just bothers me that they got it wrong twice. Well, probably more than twice, but they really got it wrong twice in Jurassic Park 3 and Fallen Kingdom. You didn't translate the Spinosaurus well. Yeah, it was badass. It had some of the most badass dinosaur sounds that you're ever going to hear. But you didn't handle this transition well into the new mascot, the new apex, the new ruler. Then you bring in, then when years later you do the Indoraptor, and you definitely don't handle that real well. It's not as OP as you make it out to be. It's not this amazing bloodhound if it can't sense the smell of like 3 people hiding directly beneath it. That's all I'm saying, is that they could have done way better writing with the Indoraptor. I was actually excited for that. I did not like the Indominus when Jurassic World first came out, but when the Indoraptor came out, I thought that was pretty cool. It sounded cool, it looked cool, but it's horrible. Looks good on paper, the execution was trash. And I don't want to see the same thing happen with the Giga. I doubt there's going to be a transition with the Giga, because like I said, I think they want Blue to be the new mascot or something like that, but the Giga can't get the Indoraptor or the Spinosaurus treatment. That's all I'm saying. It can't get shafted in that regard. You don't make something that awesome and then just rely on the creature itself to carry the film. Like, oh well, the creature's awesome. It could do this, 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 and that. Yeah, you said it could do this, 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 and that, but it's doing this, 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 and this. Where's the that? You know, Blue for me was the easiest to get used to, and I can only say that because of her interaction with Owen. It's everybody else that concerns me. Now, Owen respects Blue and as such, like, to know that he could be around her comfortably, but to still give her space because she's a Dilophosaurus. I go reading that down there because she's a Velociraptor and she could still attack and hurt him. But it's the fact that he knows that she won't outright attack him, at least not without good reason. But everybody else is pretty much fair game. Blue don't know Claire. Blue don't know Maisie. Blue won't know Grant, Malcolm, or Ellie. They're fair game. Now, sticking next to Owen might, you know, keep you safe, because of what they showed in Fallen Kingdom about how Owen raised her and that there's this bond that they supposedly have, but Blue is a wild animal. She's been wild for what, 3 years on Nublar? And even when Owen was quote unquote training her, she was still technically a wild animal. She could just listen. Dominion, Blue got to be handled well in Dominion. I don't expect Blue to be friendly towards none of them. Even if they're in proximity to Owen, I expect Blue to still snarl at them or something. Like they did with Hoskins. Them Raptors were still like very hostile, even though Hoskins was around Owen and Barry. Blue is a very touchy subject, because I guess the word I want to use for Blue is particular. If you're not Owen, you're food. And if you're Owen and Blue hasn't eaten in a long time, you're food. because of the way they did Blue. They painted Blue as this animal that she has a bond with. She has a bond with this guy. But she's still a wild animal and needs to be respected as such, which means under the right conditions, she could still attack Owen. Yeah. I guess they tried to... What they tried to say about Blue, that Blue was different from the other Raptors because Wu did something with her where she was able to empathize and show sympathy or something like that. Wu played around with her genetics enough to make her temperament just slightly different from the other Raptors. Oh yeah, you're right about that too, Dad. They were, like I said, they ain't think that far ahead. Nobody knew Jurassic World was going to be a thing a decade or so from now, or from then. So yeah, they didn't anticipate much with the Spinosaurus other than it's a big bad carnivore, and people are going to love it. Oh, you didn't? Yeah, Wu, he said it in Fallen Kingdom, he created her, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, he messed with her genes and something like that. And whatever he did with her allowed her to empathize. Or at least with Owen, because she was smart enough to realize that Owen is the one taking care of her and her sisters. So when Owen was fake crying, she wanted to know what was wrong, because you're the person taking care of me. If something is wrong with you, I need to see, what that is. Charlie and them, they were fucking Pharaoh as kids. Yeah, the lore was all over the place. That stuff could have, honestly, that stuff about Blue and Owen could have been handled by the DPG. That could have been handled by the DPG, if I'm being completely honest. Come on. Yeah, that's true. Like up until the whole part where Owen removed the collar from her head, she was really no different from the big one. She held the same position as the big one and the raptor from JP3. Okay, before I connect this, I'm going to, yeah, because the track's over here. The track's there, you're there, and the mission para is there. I know what I need to do. Just make it so the Jeep could go over that way. Here we go. Yeah, you know, there was really no reason for them to state that she was made different, because once again, they already established at the end of Jurassic World that Owen and Blue already had this type of bond, because once again in Jurassic World they had showed and established that when we first meet Owen when he was training the raptors, he singled out Blue. Blue has a different name. She's not called Alpha or Beta. She's called Blue. Her name is nowhere near synonymous with Charlie, Delta, and Echo, which are all military call signs. That there alone signifies that she has a particular special bond with Owen. That Owen favors Blue over the other raptors. They did some unnecessary writing and revising that never was actually needed. And I never understood why they did that. Didn't even need Wu to say that, because Jurassic Park has already established that in their universe, raptors are really, really intelligent. So the fact that she herself, or at least the way that how she would treat Owen, would be chalked up to that intelligence. They really didn't need to go as far as they did, but they did. And the life of me, I'll never understand why. And you're right again about that too, Trike. Other than showing that she can comprehend what Owen is saying to her, or what Owen is to her, is right there. It's just intelligent enough. They didn't show her opening doors and stuff like that. Shit, I like what the JP3 Raptor did when he was hiding behind the tube, making it seem like it was part of the ones in there. In that regard, the JP3 raptors probably were the best representation of the species. Just for that reason alone, because they set traps. Okay, I can't go that way. I gotta find another way around. I don't know. Whatever they trying to pull with, I don't think they need to pull it. I think it has something to do with the whole needed to emphasize with the audience need to emphasize with the dinosaur thing. Owen even said it. The dinosaurs, wow enough. It's kind of like that unneeded personality or thing they gave to Rexy, where she's unintentionally always saving the humans. She don't mean to do it, she just happens to be there, and it always happens to be the perfect scapegoat. I would say they need to let that go, but with Dominion being the last film, I don't think they're going to let that go. I think that's just going to be their thing. Rexy's the save the humans from whatever's going on scapegoat. She's basically that deus ex machina when things really start to hit the fan. Oh, it hasn't gotten to the mission Parasaur yet. Yeah. Oh yeah. Especially when the female raptor singled out Amanda, because she figured that since she leads her pack, that Amanda must lead their pack. She was the only female among all those dudes, just like how she was the only female amongst her little squad of male raptors. She might not have been the only raptor in the female raptor in the group, but the particular one she had with her, you know, there was some semblance there, and that's exactly why the female raptor, oh shit, that's exactly why the alpha raptor wanted Amanda to hand her the eggs. Because as soon as one of the dudes moved, she got violent. She sniffed out Amanda. She singled out Amanda. She basically told Amanda, "We gonna handle this woman to woman." And like, your people stole from me, and I want you to give me back what's mine. From woman to woman, or from woman to woman, for female human to female dinosaur. Let's settle this before it gets bloody. Those raptors were like the most, I don't even want to say calm, I don't even want to say domesticated. What's the right word, right? Because the JP raptors from 1 and 2 were just outright feral. These raptors, tame is not even a thing. There's a word for what those JP3 raptors were, because you knew they were like very dangerous and stuff like that, but methodical maybe? Most intelligent, most chill, yeah. Though along that most chill, the most intelligent, the most methodical raptors that the franchise has ever gotten. It was the fact that unlike the other raptors, they weren't just out there killing people. And the only person they killed, I think, was Udesky. And unlike the first 2 sets of raptors, those raptors had an actual agenda.
We invite the rest of the world to experience the wonder of Jurassic Park.
Hey kids, look, dinosaurs. And this time it's mostly safe, probably. And if you survive, you can buy a t-shirt.
There's a compliment in there somewhere.
are not out of the jungle just yet.
Let's see how the park gets along, John.
And at the first sign of trouble...
I know. Remember, I've encouraged your skepticism.
And seeing people eaten by prehistoric creatures pretty much solidified it.
And now you know why I keep young Cabot around. Speaking of which, have any of you esteemed doctors laid eyes on my intern recently?
You'd think this is something he wouldn't want to miss.
Yes. Yes, you would.
So who is going to take care of his tasks then?
Oh yeah, we're gonna need those. I'm gonna need these after I get the other stuff done. Yeah, but at the same time, I guess the Lost World Raptors were meant to portray their novel counterparts, because in the novel, the Lost World novel, the Raptors were like really feral. They were more feral than the Raptors in the first novel, to the point where they were attacking each other. But the JP3 Raptors, they were on a whole nother level. They were the best representation of what the of what the first movie was trying to paint them as. The first movie was trying to paint them as intelligent and bright and capable of doing this and that. And the third movie expanded upon that, greatly so. You never know. See, you never know that. All I know about Charlie, Delta, Echo, and Blue was that they were part of two different groups of raptors. Charlie, Delta, and Echo, I think, were from the same group, and Blue was from a different group of hatchling raptors, and she might have been the only surviving hatchling. Oh, that was Ferris that asked that question. I'm sorry, Ferris. I don't know, Ferris, if they were descended from those raptors, but there's a chance they could be, because the female didn't have quills. And if you were to put Blue side by side with the or maybe not Blue, if you was to put Echo side by side with the female raptor, there might be some similarities there, because they both the Jurassic World and Jurassic Park 3 raptors have in common is they have this little like notch or bump on their snouts that the other two raptors don't have. So even if they're not descendant from even if Blue and them are not descended from the JP3 raptors, they're whatever genome that Wu used for them respectively, they share that at least. And because everybody's got to pee. Oh yeah. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that's right. Yeah, Wu was trying to re-replicate feathers and stuff. But I was just pointing out some of the similarities, because they both do have that little bump on their snouts. There we go. You gotta go. You gotta go. The shopping rating. Come on. Come on, shopping. Get up there. Yeah, I figured it's gonna need some capacity. That really shouldn't be a building constraint, but who am I to argue, right? Right? And that's another thing that always chills me out about the Raptors is in the second film, I can't remember if it was in the fourth film, but in the second film especially, the Raptors made this one sound and it sounded like they were saying, hey. I was like, what the hell? As a kid, that got me. I was like, did the Raptor just speak human talk? Now, it most likely wasn't intended for that to be, you know, perceived as such. But when you listen to it, you hear it. Tiger brutes. I want to know why you not getting your rating up, buddy. What's wrong with you guys? There we go. Buy the stuffs. Especially you. Why aren't you selling? What the? I never heard music coming from here before.
We're building something essential. And building that means we need, buildings. So, build one, huh?
Oh, Cabot. No matter how hard you try, we'll never come to, like you. Try as Cabot might. It will never be a thing. Now we just need the shopping to get there. I'm on shopping. Might as well go check this out.
Manual labor is really not my thing. So I'm glad there are other people out there willing to take on construction projects. You, for instance.
I'm trying to get 100% of this truck genome. They is really messing with me. They're like, you know, you don't want that. I want that truck genome. Give it here. Did I got all the diseases research? No. I need to take care of that first. There we go. I don't know. It's just sad. As far as the writing goes, I feel like with each movie, it's taking a dip somewhere. Like Lost World could not, for the life of it, have a better way to transition from Isla Sorna to San Diego. You leave the island, now we're in San Diego, and there's a T-Rex rampaging. I guess we're doing this now. You know what? That would have blew my mind, right? If Blue would have hit that button, and then she would have looked at Owen and them and did that one little whatever trill or whatever it is, that sound she does. That would have blew my mind. I don't know how well it would have gone over with people, but that would have blew my mind. I really want to get this done because I gotta pee. I gotta use the bathroom and I want to eat. And I see that Claire's online, and I think me, Claire, and Ferris need to play some battleships. Come on. What is wrong with you? Why aren't you selling? Bet you sell if I take the price down. Make this shit free. There we go.
Now we've reached the inevitable moment when art becomes commerce, with Finch nowhere to be seen.
We knew that John was running a business.
The dinosaurs.
All right, cool. Hey, let Clay know too.
Dr. Grant,
Let Clay know so we can get this battleship on the special stuff underway. We gonna, well, we finna rock them with these German boats, boy. They ain't gonna know what hit them. I appreciate you giving me Ankylosaurus, but the Triceratops genome is literally 3% for being done. Give me that genome.
Was Dr. Sattler.
Yeah, I have Primal Carnage on the PS4. It's been a while since I played it, though. Oh yeah, the tiger stripe raptors were relentless. They definitely showcased that when it was trying to break the hungry. They were like the hyenas of the of Sauna, because they was just like really hungry. Hope you guys are enjoying the Jurassic tour. Sorry for the lackluster design. We all can't be Deck Tunics Inc. Y'all can't design stuff as well as him. If I get a laptop, I will. If I can get a laptop that's you know, a good gaming PC and stuff like that, I definitely will. Because I want to play as the Ceratosaurus, and I want to use the all these other skins they got, like the Allosaurus skin for the Acro. Oh, it's a shame that the console is so far behind, and that they may never truly catch up. He said, "Why, thank you." How did this King Ghidorah guy send me that friend request twice like that? You have some splaining to do, guy. No, that's not where I want to go. I want to go up here so I can get these. You know, a smart thing that I can do, actually, is to take this fence and I can use it to section off the Triceratopses, so I don't have to worry about them getting a little too pissed because of the cars. Yeah, because there's two separate gates right there, so yeah. You know, in just an effort to keep things sane here. Yeah, there isn't a fence that goes there, and honestly, I guess there don't need to be. Yeah, what you can do is give me that one. Don't worry, Ferris, I'm about to join party soon. Let me just do like that. There we go. And they should be fine. Perfectly fine. Yep. That way the visitors still get to see them and they won't mow these guys down. Incubate Triceratops with 100% genome. If they ever give me the genome, Dr. Sattler, I sure will do that. Oh, there it is. Hold on. Wait. Nope. 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 Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Stop that. This one first. It's literally done. Oh yeah, Godzilla vs. Kong, Dustin. Oh yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm excited for Godzilla vs. Kong. Hold on, let me Ferris's invite. There we go. Join party. There you fellas are.
All right.
Just trying to finish this here part. I don't think that's gonna happen though, because they need me to make 350,000 unless I bring a new dinosaur in the park. My Prophet won't jump. Finally,
Dang.
though. Okay, we got a Triceratops. So that's right. I'll put it over here. Give me one of you. Let's see if we can complete the Dilo. You know what? Dialogue just takes something to get used to, Track. That's all that is. It takes time. Is that Spino? Yes, it is. But I'm gonna let these genomes cook, and I'm gonna have to wrap the stream up and call it a day because I want to eat something and I want to play World of Warships and sink some ships with some German boats. So as always, I appreciate y'all for coming to the stream. Ferris, Deck, Dino, Trike, Jurassic World Insider, and Dustin. I appreciate y'all, and I'll be catching you all next time as we continue this chronological playthrough from Return to Jurassic Park all the way to Claire's DLC. And I am really dreading playing Claire's again, but what the hell, right?
Ah, you're a big boy. You got it.
Yeah, that one was a pain.
It was.
Until next time, y'all. Be catching y'all later.